Salam əziz tələbələr, mən Mingəcevir Mirsəfər qızı, Mingəcevir Dövlət Universitetinin dosenti. Fənnimiz İngilis dilində planlaşdırma və qiymətləndirmə metodikasıdır. Bugünkü mövzumuz isə dərsin səmərəli planlaşdırılması, tətbiq edilən metodlar və sinifin idarə edilməsi haqqında bəzi təkliflər adlanır. Good day, dear students. I'm Mingəcevir. The subject, methodology of planning and assessment of the English lessons. And the theme of our today's lesson is effective lesson planning, delivery techniques, and classroom management suggestions. The aim of our today's lesson is to raise the students' awareness of characteristic features of learners, develop positive teacher-student relationship. And the objective is, by the end of the lesson, students will be aware of the characteristic features of learners, positive teacher-student relationship. So, good lesson planning is essential to the process of teaching and learning. A teacher who is prepared well on his way to a successful instructional experience. The development of interesting lessons takes a great deal of time and effort. As a new teacher, you must be committed to spending the necessary time in this endeavor. It's also important to realize that the best planned lesson is worthless if interesting delivery procedures, along with good classroom management techniques, are not in evidence. There is a large body of research available pertaining to lesson development and delivery and the significance of classroom management. They are skills that must be researched, structured to your individual style, implemented in a teacher learning situation, and constantly evaluated and revamped when necessary. Consistency is of the utmost importance in the implementation of a classroom management plan. All teachers should understand that they are not an island unto themselves. The educational philosophy of the district and the uniqueness of their schools should be the guiding force behind what takes place in the classroom. The school's code of discipline, which should be fair, responsible, and meaningful, must be reflected in every teacher's classroom management efforts. Suggested practices. You have to establish a positive classroom environment. Make the classroom a pleasant, friendly place. Accept individual differences. Learning activities should be cooperative and supportive. You have to create a non-threatening learning environment. To organize physical space, eliminate situations that may be dangerous or disruptive. You have to establish classroom rules and procedures and consistently reinforce them. You have to begin your lessons by giving clear instructions. State desired quality of work. Have students paraphrase directions. Ensure that everyone is paying attention to your lesson. Ensure that all distractions have been removed. Describe expectation activities and evaluation procedures. Start with a highly motivating activity. Build your lesson upon prior student knowledge. You have to maintain your students' attention. Use random selection in calling upon students. Vary who you call on and how you call on them. Ask questions before calling on a student. Wait at least 5 seconds for a response. Be animated. Show enthusiasm and interest. Reinforce your students' efforts with praise. Vary instructional methods. Provide work of appropriate difficulty. Demonstrate and model the types of responses or tasks you want students to perform. And also provide guided practice for your students. Monitor responses and deliver immediate corrective feedback. Also use appropriate pacing. Be aware of your teaching tempo. Watch for cues that children are becoming confused, bored, or restless. Sometimes lessons have been shortened. Provide suitable seat work. Seat work should be diagnostic or prescriptive. Develop procedures for seeking assistance. Have a help signal. Develop procedures for what to do and when finished. Move around the monitor seat work. Vary methods of practice. Also, evaluate what has taken place in your lesson. Summarize the lesson and focus on positive gains made by students. Use surprise reinforcers as a direct result of their good behavior. Determine if the lesson was successful and were goals accomplished. Then make a smooth transition into next subject. That means have materials ready for the next lesson. Maintain attention of students until you have given clear instructions for the next activity. Don't do tasks that can be done by students. That means passing out paper or collecting assignments. Use monitors. Move around and attend to individual needs. Provide simple step-by-step instructions. Utilize a freeze and listen signal when necessary. And the last one, develop positive teacher-student relationships. Set a good example. Be a positive role model. Create an exciting learning environment for all students. Reward good behavior. Create special activities that children will enjoy doing. Correct misbehaviors. Have consequences of disruptive behavior. Communicate them to children. And also handling disruptions. Keep it short and simple. Use a warning system. Defer disruptive behavior proactively. Eye contact. Close space between you and student. Use head and hand gestures. Help students be successful. Use planned ignoring and teach other students to also ignore. That's the end of our lesson. Thank you for your attention.